once you create your plugin and people are using it, I mean, that's great, but you have to support it as well, right? So how do you actually support and maintain? What is the strategy for that? Because it's not just about launch and forget it.
This video is brought to you by EpiPies Academy.
You actually have to make your customers happy and provide support. How do you do that? What is the process?
Yeah, support is very important. People in any business,
Yes.
people want support. Like you.
And I actually want to say, the support is part of your marketing.
Yes.
Right? These guys have great support. I recommend them, or never use them. They have terrible support, right?
Yeah, because people can live with problems. People can live with bugs or things that don't quite work or they're not perfect, as long as they're getting support to help them, overcome them or find workarounds, or at least support telling them, okay, we got your request. We're working on fixing this feature. So the support is two things in my mind. Support is actually supporting a customer who's having trouble using your plugin, and then support, or actually it's more like maintenance, is basically if there's a bug, someone found an issue, it's not working on their website, or it's not working, this particular feature is broken, you need to fix it. And both requests, support and bugs, all come in through one channel. So I like to we have every product has its own support team, and for my plugins. So right now we have I think it's 12 hours. I'm in Eastern time zone, so from like 9 to 9, we have a support person answering the email. It's all done through email, and people like that because it's ideally I'd like to go 24 hours. We haven't got to that stage where we have that high demand yet, but we have 12-hour support. People they can get an email in the morning and can get support in the evening, and it helps people in different time zones as well to a certain point. But anyway, so sidetracked a little bit, but the idea is you want to make sure you have somebody there to answer emails, even if the support person can be you, of course, if you are a little bit technical. Of course, that's not ideal, not recommended. Again, this is a role you want to outsource. Maybe not in the first week, maybe not in the first few weeks, but if you get a big rush of people buying your plugin, and I'm going to deviate a little bit. Plugins are tricky in a sense to support because everybody's WordPress is slightly different. One guy can be using version 3.9, one guy can be still using an old version. One guy can have another plugin that interferes with your plugin, so you can't predict. It's not a controlled environment. So
I can imagine that being a pain. To like, how do you guess which plugin interferes with your plugin? It's like, oh my god, that can be a nightmare.
You don't. Yeah, it's. I learned that quickly. Like you have to. That's something we didn't talk about yet. We'll talk about it, I'm sure, a little bit later on. Is that the beta? You want to get your software, the minimum software, in people's hands as soon as possible, because it might work fine on your test site or your test 1 or 2 sites that you have, but they can have a completely different hosting company with a completely different set of plugins and a different theme, and just that combination may break something in your plugin. And you want to learn quickly in a controlled environment, have, say, 10 people join a beta testing group, and they'll give you feedback very quickly if there's a major issue. That definitely helps. It's not guaranteed, though, because I know one of my products, when we launched it, we did a bit of testing with 25 people. We ironed out the bugs. We thought everything was good. We launched. We got 100 people sign up within 24 hours, I think. And then all of a sudden, people were just having all these issues. We're like, whoa, how did that happen, right? We thought we tested it, but you don't know. You don't know. So I guess back to the point is you need someone to support and answer the emails. That support person is not technical. I mean, is technical, but it's not a developer. And you definitely want to have a ticketing system in place. As you don't want to just use someone sending an email to your Gmail account. I don't recommend that. There's a service called Zendesk. It's I think it's for the basic package is $3 a month, like $3 a month. I think you have 2 different people sign up, and all the tickets go through there, and you can track, which ones are still open, which ones have been responded to. You see the whole history of the conversation, and that way, if you and your support person is supporting a product, you're not answering the same email twice. It's just easier to track all the support tickets coming in. But also a cool feature is that you can set up these canned responses, like automated responses. Sorry, they're not automated. They're like you save them in the software, so that if someone asks the same question, does this feature doesn't work, or what do I do in this case? They can just select it from a list, and it will automatically answer the common answers over and over instead of typing it every time. So Zendesk is a good one. You pay $3 a month. I definitely recommend that. Hiring somebody, outsourcing that support. The thing is, you want to train. You want to train people. The support person is going to be lost, so you will definitely want to train them before you launch your product fully for sale. And the another key to maintenance, especially this is actually a good one. People may not realize this, is that you want to make sure that plugins are easy to update. For those of you not familiar with plugins, if you get a free plugin, usually as a new update comes out, the plugin's sitting on the WordPress.org site, and it'll notify you. It'll say, hey, new update, version 1.9, whatever is available. Click here, and the user can just update their plugin, their free plugin, automatically. Paid plugins, they don't go on the WordPress.org, so you have to kind of set up your own little upgrade server, and it's very easy. You can just Google something like plugin update checker or plugin updates for paid plugins, and there's some sample code that you can use. It's a very easy way for someone to get all the updates without having to delete the plugin, deactivate it. You're making your life easier for the customer. So it's very important to have an automated upgrade feature built into all your plugins. And the last thing is it's good to have a manual. And even better, if you have time, build videos into the plugin. Like some plugins, you have a little icon that you can click on it, like a little eye for information. You click on it, and a video pops up and explains that feature. How to use this feature and what it does. A very short, like 10-second video. That's kind of more advanced. I don't do that all the time. If it's obviously for every little feature, you can't do a video, but the video is a good teaching tool. So it's one idea to make a video to explain each feature. Or at least, at a minimum, you want to write a manual, like a 1 or 2 page PDF that people can download and refer to for how to use your software, how to use your plugin.